So team, today we are going to cover SCD type 2. Okay, the definition part I did it in previous video, but in short, we can say here we can maintain their current and historical data. Okay, and we have three methods as in SCD2. First, we have flag, version, and date effective method. So we are going to cover that SCD2 with date method. Okay. So let's see, we have a table. Otherwise, we are going to cover, we are going to create and insert data if there is no table. Oh, SCD2 table. Let's see, we have, okay, SRC SCD2, maybe I have also table. Okay, so you can see we have a source table already. So we are going to cover or create which table? Target table, right? So let's create it. PGT, SCD2, and then Mukul. Okay, EMP, surrogate key, string. Sorry, I'm using ATF. Varchar 2, 25, employee ID, and then number 10, name, salary department ID, name. Okay, Varchar 2, 30, salary. Oh, let's take it 25. Salary. Yes. Let me check the structure. We are using decimal way. Otherwise, we okay. 8,2. Salary number 8,2. And then we have department ID number. I go with 10. Yes, 10. And we have two more columns, right? What I said, we have effective date. Okay, date. And next we have,
End date.
yeah, end date or expire date. Okay, somewhere you can see expire date, or okay, somewhere you can see end date. Okay,
Okay.
yeah, so it's up to you. Don't be confused. Okay, if you see expire date also, end date, expire date, okay, both meaning are same. So let's create the table. Okay, the table is created. Let's see. Okay. Mm, Let me try one thing more. Draw paper. Okay, use timestamp. Let's do with first date. Then we'll do with timestamp. Drop table and that one. So team, the table is created. Okay. Let's create a mapping. Who created these mappings? Don't create any mapping. Okay. Outside your folder. Okay. So let's put source and target table first. These are the source table that having data. Let's take the target table also. SCD2. Okay, so first, which transformations we have to take, team?
Lookup.
Yes, by. Any idea why we are not need to use lookup? Team, anyone?
To compare the data.
Yes. Okay, to look up the or compare the source and target data. Good job. Okay, so let's take the table, target table, because we have to compare it, okay, before send it to the other transformation key, which row is inserted or there is any row or not, okay, these things. SRC, because we have same columns, okay, in source and target. Lookup conditions, which columns we have to take? Employee ID, right? Why it is showing key? Okay. Up to here, any questions? No questions, okay. So which transformations we have to take next? Any idea, anyone?
Expression.
Yes. And what are the conditions we need to put or build? Mm-hmm.
MD5.
No, what I said ki we are not using MD5 today. We are go with other method, simple method. Insert, update, okay, and reject. And second, we have date method. What it said, ki we can't take, okay, and okay, so today over here we have to create two output field, okay, one flag field, flag for insert and update. Okay, either you can go INS or update or simple flag. Okay, INS or update or simple. Okay, so flag in string 10, that's fine. Okay, click to okay. Why we took 10? Because we have to only use insert, update, and reject. Okay, up to reject we have only 6 or 7 words. That's why we are going to take precision 10. So yeah, condition is same like MD5 functions. Okay, if which column is null, we have to check.
Emp ID?
Employee.
Employee ID from which lookup or source?
Source.
Yes, good job. Source. Okay. Yeah, if it is null, then it will insert the data, right? Up to here, that's clear, everyone, right? Because lookup, it will compare key then that is null or not null. Okay, each row. If it is null, okay, then insert. Otherwise, not. Okay. Up to here, if it is null, okay. If it is 0, okay, it will insert. Okay. Then move on to second. So second condition is for update and reject. Okay. Let's put if name, okay, whatever the name columns we have, if that column, okay, is not equals to
Source name.
source name, right? If both are not same, then what we need to do, team?
Or
Update, right?
Date? Yeah.
Yes, update or reject. Okay. Why we use reject? Because if there is no update, then yeah, go with reject. Simple. Okay. Need to validate. But you can say, ki Mukul, we have more columns. If we need to use these columns like the salary and department ID, then add it. Okay. Add here. So which operator we have to use here to add the conditions? If we have many columns.
or
Or
Or?
yes. Good. So next column we have name I covered. Salary, right? Salary
And
is
department
not
ID.
equals to, yeah, source salary. And next we have or department
DID.
ID. Yeah, department ID is not equals to
Source.
department ID. If you want to use reject, you can use, but there is no net necessary, okay? Because if there is no update, you don't need to. But somewhere you can see, somewhere you know. That's why I write it, okay? That condition is clear, everyone. If you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, I move on to second.
Good, Mukul.
Yeah, okay. So we have to create one more fields, okay? That is the date field.
Source.
Which data type we have to take for date?
Date and time. Yeah.
Yes. Remove the default value. We don't need. Okay. So we have to generate the date from where? From system date, right? Otherwise, we have no way to generate the current date. Okay, so we have to generate the date from the sys date, right? So what functions we have to generate the sys date?
to care.
No, these are the changing. But what function? To care, we have to change the date into that format. If we want to change any format, na, or if we want any date format, so then that time we have to use. I'll show how we are going to use to care to get to now. But which function we have to use to generate the system date?
Get date.
No, if we are going to use get date, so it will throw an error, might be. Yes, we have only one.
Date only.
This date.
Sysdate.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
system
We
date.
have, yeah, we have
And
one more function, not sure. Time
timestamp.
is temp like, okay, but like that, okay, not sure, but commonly we use sysdate, okay, to generate the data from system, okay, or
Can
to generate the current data, okay.
can we
So
make
now, yes,
hours and minutes and seconds, because most
yes. I'll explain. Wait. Let me cover now, then you can ask. Okay. So here you can see we are going to generate a date. It only show you the date format, right? Not their timing. Okay. Not their seconds. So let's do it. So we follow one pattern. You have to remember it or learn it. Y. Okay. DD. If they want date first, so just write DD, okay, and YY in the end. It's okay, up to the client requirement, what they want. And then we have, yeah, hours, okay. Hours, either you have to go with 24 hours or 12, okay. And like most of the organization used 24 hours format, okay. Minutes and for second SS. Okay, so first we have to change that things with to care. Okay, but we want that date into which format we use what data type? Date data type,
Okay,
right?
okay.
So we have to change that date into which format? Date format. Now we have a date into character format, right? So we have to change into to date, right? And we have to use again that format again, okay. If it will throw some error with character, so it will change and that same pattern into date format too. Clear, everyone?
sure.
Yes.
So might be there is a one question in your mind ki Mukul, we
Yeah.
change into
We
character first and then change into to date, right? Why we not do it directly with to date? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so it will throw an error while we are going to change, okay, the date, that system date into that format, okay. So first, that's why we are going to change it into string format, okay. Then we have to change it into to date format, okay. Otherwise, our mapping is stuck or it will throw an error. Clear?
mm,
Okay, so we have to follow that pattern, okay, so that we did not find any discrepancies, okay, so it will stuck here first, key we directly change, okay, that system way date to date, okay, so that's why we are going to follow that pattern. So next, which transformations we have to use? That is similar, right? We only add that method that is like similar. If we are using MD5 function, so we don't need to use that function, right? We can directly use MD5 function is not equals to source MD5 function, right? Then update and reject. We don't need, okay, like similar things. So next transform, which transformations we have to use, team?
Router.
Yes. And what are the conditions we need to put?
Insert, update, delete.
Yes.
In
Insert and update by date, right? I will show. Okay. So I do one thing. Interviewer ask questions here. Okay. So here we have to write what conditions we have to write, team, here?
Insert.
flag, yes, equals to,
insert.
okay. Okay, and then we have to add flag is equals to
Update.
update.
Mhm.
I have a one question that interviewer question also, like 50%, okay? Interviewer ask these questions. So here again we are going to use flag is equals to update. Right. So any idea comes in your mind ki what question interviewer ask here?
So why in insert we have to use flag is equal to insert to or flag is equal to update? I understand flag is equal to or flag is equal to update. What is the reason?
Yeah, so good, you're going good. So here interviewer ask, so what are the things update into insert steps and what are the things update into update step? Because we are using update into both, right? So that time you have to say key what are the rows updated. Okay, suppose that is our salary column. Okay, so there suppose there is any some columns, it take time, and that is updated or change. Okay, so what are the things updated or change? Okay, so that things come into that upper one. Okay, and here in the next the update one only the end date will be updated. Okay.
I still did not follow how the update works in the first time.
Yeah, I'll show. Okay. So now you have to remember that thing. Okay. If we update anything here, okay. So that update will comes into first that insert one. Okay. And next update, what that update do? It will update the date. Okay. I'll show how it going now.
Okay.
So you have to remember that things only now. Okay. So now we want how many targets?
Two.
Two, right?
But can't we have more? One more? Delete also.
Why
Somebody
delete?
recorded.
If we delete it, then there is no record, right? Why we have to keep delete one?
But the target should also delete, am I right? The record.
No.
Okay. If you say so.
Where you can see we have delete.
No, I'm just thinking if the source like salary
Yeah, that
updated, record inserted, a record can be deleted also, am I right? Dropped. Then what happens? We need a like
No,
a
no.
target.
Why? If it keeps historical data, so which rows will be deleted?
Okay.
That is SCD2, right? And why we need to keep deleted data if we can go with SCD1? So just simply go with SCD2 if you want delete data. We keep historical data, right? So why we need to keep deleted data?
We need both
Never.
sometimes.
Okay.
Date deleted. The record employee is left the organization or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong.
That time, no. Then that time go with SCD type 2. If employee left, then you have the data there, right? You can see end date there that the employees left. Okay, so these are the different scenarios. You just create it and go with SCD type 2 where you can see. Okay. So here we have insert update and update, right?
Mhm.
Mhm. Okay. So we have to create a surrogate key columns, right? So any idea how we are going to generate a surrogate key columns?
Next question.
Yeah, expression or sequence generator. Sequence generator, you can see again 1, 2, 3, 4, but might be we already have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the best way, okay, add a surrogate key columns here. Oh, expression here. Expressions for employee surrogate key. Okay, ESK, or you can key. Yes. Okay. Then ESK string 50. Okay. Save it. Okay, so here, yeah. So here we have to concatenate with employee ID. Okay, employee ID with which column? With today's date. Okay, so that's why we can see. Okay, SYS date. Okay, so now you can, there's a questions comes, right? Mukul, here we are using a string, and that is a number column, right? And that is a date column, correct? So how
Yes.
we are going to change that number to character?
To
Team,
Yeah, we
care.
can.
yeah, to care.
Yeah. To care.
Okay, and with sysdate, which functions we are going to use?
Again, to care.
Yeah, but we have to like
Again,
give the format also, which format we want. Okay, that sysdate, comma, YYY okay, HH 24 hours, a minute, second. Let's check. Okay.
Sorry, what are we doing here?
We are
What is
only
this?
generating a surrogate key columns because the data is inserted, right? All data is also inserted. So we want one unique columns. Okay. That go here. Either you can go using the sequence generator to generate a sequence. Okay. Or we are going with the surrogate key columns. Okay. To generate a unique row for each data. Okay,
Okay.
what we did here, we are like concatenating the employee ID. Okay, the employee ID. Okay, for each employee ID with system date. Okay, to generate a unique data for each row.
Is it a mandatory to in SCD to have
Yeah,
surrogate key?
mandatory. Either you can go with sequence generator or surrogate key. Okay, it is a mandatory thing.
Thank you.
Okay, because we want a unique row. Okay, for each rows. Clear up to here, right? We are not doing so like a tricky thing. We are only concatenating employee ID with system date. Somewhere you can see they are using some number also, like their department ID, okay, or some other columns. It ups to them, okay. So we are only, but that is the best way. We are using
Yes.
with system date, okay.
Always changes. It's unique
Yeah. So next, what we have to do?
mapping.
Yeah, simple. For insert, we are not going to update anything. It's already insert field mappings. Okay. So surrogate key column with surrogate key. Okay. Employee ID with source employee ID. Name with name. Salary with salary. And then department ID with department ID. Right. Now we
Again,
have two date. Right. Effective date and end date. Clear? Suppose if a data is inserted, right? So then that time there will be end date. Simple question, yes or no?
Hmm.
No, right? It's not ended.
Sorry?
It's not ended, right? When they insert it.
Yes, so that's why we have to keep it as blank here. So where's our date? We have to connect it with only that one. That is clear why we keep it as blank here.
True. Yeah, got it. End
Bank
date.
at NAS.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why we have to keep it as blank here. Save. Move on to next.
Update.
Yeah,
Application.
update. And update on which column? Employee ID, right? Oh, कहाँ गए ये? Employee ID. Go to field mapping. Okay. So on the update thing, what are the things updated here? Is effective date updated or not?
Yes.
Why it is updated?
No,
Effective
not
date is
updated.
updated only when any row
The
is inserted, right?
inserted, yeah, inserted, yeah.
End date will be updated in this
Yeah,
part.
and date will be updated for update case, right? So we have to connect that date with end date. So that is the main confusion thing. So that's why I'm going to clear that part, right? So end date will be updated, right? So department ID will be like updated, these columns.
Yes, it's from source.
Yes, they updated, right?
Okay, so here, yeah, let me cover. These are not updated. Reason? Because these are inserted here on above here. Okay, that's why I write update on the insert one also. What are the things updated? That will be update on the insert one. Clear? And that is the interviewer question also. Okay, if somebody asks what is SCD2, so then 100% that person will ask about, okay, why we are updating, or what are the things update on the insert steps. Okay, so you have to say ki what are the data updated on the source side. That data is updated on insert steps. Only the date, okay, and date will be updated on the update part. Clear? Because why it comes into insert? Suppose that data is inserted, right? If their salary is increased from 10,000 to 11, okay? So it will insert a new row, right? In SCD2, it will insert, yes or no?
Yes.
So that's why it comes into insert one. Clear?
Yeah.
Any
Yes.
question here?
Okay, so are we saying the insert is going to add a new row and update is just going to add columns in the already existing row?
No. On the update step on here, that update is going to update the end date only, nothing else. Okay. On the insert one, it will insert a new row for the updated columns.
Yeah,
Okay.
why not additionally we can add MPID and F
Why we
name?
need to add? If there is no need, so why we
Don't
need to
need,
add?
but it will be looking nice if you had it. That's what I'm thinking.
No, we are not going to go with like it looking nice. Okay, whatever the things we need, okay, or what are the things we achieve, so we have to follow that way. Okay, So we can do with only one way also. Okay, if you can say we have 100 column, if we don't want 100 columns into target, so why we need to go with 100 columns? So what are the things we need? We have to go with only that way. Okay, we don't need to touch any other things. You can see there are many things in target also. So
But we don't have even emp ID, the primary key here. No, no, I'm not the primary key, but
which
it's
one?
in the update. You're updating EMPS, ESD,
Hmm?
and the date for end date.
Yes.
But emp ID also not there. So
Which
how do
one?
we know
Sorry.
emp ID is not mapped here?
So we don't need na. These are the updated column, right?
Yes, but here this is mentioned only in the new record, am I right?
Yes. We
So
only need, if the data is
from
already
the
there, why
target,
we need to insert the data again and again? It's already there, right? It is SCD2, not SCD1. If the data is already there, why we need to like insert it again and again? These comes into the optimizations part. Okay, we will discuss when we are going to cover a project.
so
Okay.
I want to see how after you run the
Okay,
program.
no worries. So up to here, any confusion, anyone? Why it comes? Because it insert a new rows, okay, for the update part. That's why it's come into the insert part. Let's save it and then run it. And see the magic of SCD type 2. Let's do first one or two interviewer questions, then go with uh SCD type 3. Here it's showing ki update target fields are missing. Let's see why it is missing. Why we have to, don't know. What is I do SCD2 here? We run that one now. Location L103. Right. That is a correct. It show error with the update one. Update one. That's correct. You're only updating it. Effective date and date.
I still feel there is a mapping need to be done.
Okay. Oh, update fields, update target fields are missing. I think we have issue with the here. Uh, इसको नहीं देंगे. We are using it here only. Let's area. Sorry. Let's take these columns also because we are updating it. Name, first name, and department ID. These are the updated columns. Might be it's through an error. No. Update target fields are missing for update. Update target fields are missing. You can decide target fields. Employee 10 ये name ये salary ये insert ये 29 EA effective date EA. That's fine. Update, we don't wait. It's fine if we can go. There's some other issue. It is not showing me. Give me a minute. SK. We connected with the SK. Here.
At least one emp ID should be there, because which record is being having a unique key and the date. That is minimum reason we need.
Let's connect. Let's
Only
see.
emp ID. That should be enough. Yeah. Now run. It should work. The target data should be hopefully.
Okay, let's try, but we never did it. Here it is running. Okay, let me check why it is not, without it, it is not running. I'll check later. Okay, so now it's running. Yeah, thank you, Venkat. Okay, so you can see on the insert part 2 rows updated, right? So
Can we see
let's,
target table in SQL Server, how it looks?
yes, let's check.
Select star target. No, that the create table, not that one. Select star, the second last one.
No, I'm removing it only. Stop here, only run the table. Switch. चल गया. Let's wait. Employee ID. Oh, okay, got it. Good. I'll show why we have to take employee ID now. Got it. Okay, in real time. Okay, you can see these things, updated date and that one. We are using likey not timestamp, right?
But the
Here.
end date should be.
So,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, no, 102 you updated, am I right? Employee
Okay.
ID.
Let me do one thing. I miss them. Okay. Commit. Okay, why we need to keep that employee ID here? Any idea, anyone? That's why it's showing the error, same error. Why? What it show ki target field are missing for target. Okay, update target fields. Why? Because we are using employee ID here on the updated column. Okay, that's why that column is mandatory here. Clear? Okay, what are the columns? We need to mention it here. So that column is mandatory to keep it as here. Okay. So we have a reason. Okay. What I did. So let's take the next data. Let's see. Date with end date and employee ID with employee ID, EMP SCD2, EMP ESC. Save it and run it again. And team, like their data type is different. Okay, might be we have some more data types, but in Snowflake and somewhere in MS SQL, only the date will work. Okay, where you can see like their timing also. Okay, here it only show the date, right? Let's see, the timestamp will work. Otherwise, let's see, we have more. Okay, so now it's showing, right?
But
9.
end date is not.
Yeah, that is a insert one, right? Not the update one. If we will update it, then the end date will be updated. I will show. Okay, that part too. Not an issue here. It's showing. Okay. So we have to see why it's showing 000 on the hours. Okay. So we have to check the data type. Okay. That is not an issue. Okay. We have to describe if they are using any other functions. So just describe the table. Okay. DESC and check which data type we have to take. Right. So here we see key date. Okay. With timestamp we are taking. Okay, might be they are using something other also. Here it's showing date. Okay, and their timing, right? Okay,
True.
why it's showing 000, I'll check, but this is not an
Millisecond.
issue. Okay, let's update the yes, Venkat.
No, that is the timestamp showing milliseconds of the date.
Yeah, 000 I'll check. Okay, why it's showing 000, that is not an issue. Might be okay, they are taking some functions or something else.
Processor.
Yeah.
Can we update the salary in source table?
Yes, I'll update. I will insert it and update it both. Okay. Let's refresh it now. Okay. So that is the table, right? Yes, no. That one we have the table too.
Source SCD2.
Yes.
Mukul. Yeah, that one. Mukul.
Yes. That is the best way to update it. Okay. But in real time, we can go with alter command. Why alter? Because we have to share that command with client also. Okay. If they want to update that thing into their end. Okay. So
How
then
do you
that's
reach that screen from the SQL server? I'm trying to see. I forgot. Yeah.
it's showing, right?
No. How do you reach to the screen before?
Just double click. Just double
Oh,
click.
double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I updated the salary 10,500 and then commit it.
Okay. One more insert you're doing.
We'll do later. First check with one. Let's see. That is insert. Okay. Their salary is updated inserted. So run it. Okay. Why it's showing 1 1?
Insert and update. Sorry.
Yeah, of course it is insert 1 and update 1. Why it's showing 1 1? If we updated it, then it's showing 1 na earlier. But here why it's showing 1 1?
The ESK has also inserted one more record, am I right? With new record, that's why I inserted.
Okay, like if 50-60% your answer is correct.
Surrogate key has added new surrogate key record. That's what it has in the.
Okay.
I need to check the target table before I analyze this data.
I will show later. Anything
Yeah,
else?
it's.
Yeah.
I think it makes. No, I'm sure if because one record is updated, so then it shows the effect like one is affected because then that one is updated. So that's the reason it shows one
No,
updated and one is affected. No.
no.
Okay.
Historical data.
And I have even other doubt in the update target. So instead of even employee ID, we can even use EMP ESK, right? To like
Yeah, in
tag
the
column.
on the
Yeah.
update column, yeah, we can go.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Okay.
use employee ID,
So
that's why it throw error
we
earlier.
map. Yeah, we whatever we take, we have to map that one for sure.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh.
But any idea, anyone? By showing 1 1. Okay, no worries. So that is for insert and update. Why it's showing 1? Because one row is inserted, right? That row is inserted, that one. And why it's showing 1 here? Because end date will be updated. Clear? Let me show it to you. Clear na? Why it's showing
Can
1
you
1?
explain
Okay.
it again? Little bit.
Here you can see one that insert 1 because that row is inserted. Okay. It is showing 1. And for update 1, why it's showing 1? Because that column is updated and date.
Yeah, that's correct. It makes sense.
That's why it's showing 1 1 here. Let's try to insert and update. Okay. One row inserted and one row updated here. Let's insert one row. 103 C 12,000 and 30. Okay, and here we are going to change their value to E, that name. Clear? Now what we did here, one row inserted and one row updated, right? Okay, if I'm
Actually,
going to,
before, yeah,
yes,
sorry. Yeah, no. Even I told the same, but I think I didn't like explain it clearly. But even I meant the same before.
okay, no worries, but nice try. Okay, now let me remove it. How many rows processed now? If I run it now, then how many rows processed? Any idea, anyone? Let's see how much you understand that SCD2 concept. How many rows affected now? And then earlier it's showing 2 na, now how many rows it show now?
3.
Yes, good. Why 3?
So one would be the neuro edit, and for one there will be update in the row where we altered the data, and then a new row created for that.
Okay, good. Yes, it's showing 3 here. Okay. Why 3? 2 rows inserted, right? One, their name is updated. Second, a new row is inserted. That's why it's showing 2 for insert and update. If you can like me expand it. Okay, for insert 1, 2, and update 1, 1. Why so? Because the end date will be updated. Clear? Their new name is E, right? Earlier B. Clear, right? And it also, I think it took EST time zone. No. What's time in your city? 9:40, right? Venkat? Okay.
Yes, is 9:40.
Okay, so it took EST time zone. Okay. Clear that part? Any question?
Good for now. Yeah.